Man, shut y'all motherfucking ass up.
You kiss your kids, you go out, you bust your butt every day as hard as you can, give 100% effort so that people will give you an opportunity. You do everything right, and then you go home and you.
Don't start. We'll get on that shit a little bit later.
If it ain't white, it ain't right.
Man, shout out to my nigga B, man. Man, that B still go hard after all this time. Man, shout out to you, B. What's up, pimpin'? What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. What's been going on? It's been
saving the soul of America.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I thought
today
was the day. The soul is saved.
Oh my God!
Got some holy water sprinkled on it.
Can't you feel that history?
Yeah. Can't you feel it? Can't you feel it?
So much has changed.
Right.
My life's incredible now.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Just within the last 24 hours, the changes that I've gone through in my life it's phenomenal.
As soon as he was born and somebody knocked on my door, gave me a big check.
Yeah. Hey,
and it was one of them big. It was one of them big Happy Gilmore checks, like you know.
Oh, thank you, bro.
No, I want one of them. But yeah, episode 158. Of course, everybody knows what happened today. It was blatantly obvious. It was around the world, the soul. But your 46th president officially is Joe Biden. A bunch of technicalities. I really don't see why they wait from November to like January to do that shit. I mean, look, just get the shit over with. Like,
when would you do it? Like, first of all, you gotta wait till January because that's a full 4-year term.
Mm-hmm. It's still lame duck sitting season. I mean, shit. Go walk in the office on December 1st, and
everybody gotta have a last day of work.
December
1st. You talking about lame duck? Don't tell that to Lil Wayne, Kodak and them, Kodak Black and them. The niggas wasn't lame duck. That shit wasn't lame duck today.
Oh man, ass in there.
Oh yeah, like largely.
Especially Wayne, leave his ass in there.
Do what? What is that?
Especially Wayne, leave his ass in there.
Yeah, he ain't even gone to court yet. Like, say that we don't even know if you getting.
Oh, he wasn't even in jail.
No. He, like you said,
he got his shit. Yeah, community got that shit out of there, man. Something I ain't got to worry about.
Man, he sucked dick for coke. Fuck you, Lil Wayne.
Hey man,
I'm still jamming your music.
Hey, of course, that nigga be jamming. They say, hey, No Ceilings 3 was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm talking about his old shit. I ain't worried about all that new shit. I don't want to listen. I mean, what does he have to talk about? No,
you sound like the old nigga in the club right now.
I am the old nigga in the club. I don't want to listen to that new shit. Like
that Earth Wind. What that Earth Wind?
Thank you. Where the Earth Wind and what a Curtis Mayfield? Where them niggas at, man? Them the ones I want to listen to.
Shout out to Kara Washington. You got some.
What you said? Shout out to who?
I don't remember that. Kara Washington, you got some nigga ears.
Oh, that was on I Think I Love My Wife, right?
Yeah.
That's the wife when I Think I Love My Wife?
No, that was a side chick. I think I love her. That was when she was kind of cute to me. Like now she just look a little too narrow. Like I'm gonna need you to put some more meat on your bone. Yeah, nah, I should be looking down. Yeah, that kind of shit, man. Like, God damn, man. Like, I'm gonna need you to put some meat on you, but like, it went off on Django, anyways. But
yeah, that was like she left that wheelhouse after that. But yeah,
Yeah,
that was good. That fucked the whole scene up for me though, because the emotions were very mixed, very mixed.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But wait, that's Kerry Washington.
Right. She was looking when she looked at Samuel L. Jackson. She was like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" Get your ass out the kitchen, man.
Right, look, I've been waiting to get you.
You know he wanted to say a motherfucker right there.
Man, come on, man. You get who that nigga on that nag? Anyway,
who that nigga on that nag?
Speaking of niggas on the nag, back to Joe Biden. Now I will say this, right? Now, again, if certain thing, I'm all for when people have hope, right? If him being the president makes other people have hope, I'm perfectly fine with that, right? Whatever makes you feel better, whatever makes you do better, knock yourself out, right? As long as you ain't harming nobody and robbing and all this other shit. But I just feel that it's good just to have a normal crooked ass president back in the office, right? So, you can laugh at him a little bit, but you can tell he's not necessarily trying to divide and destroy everybody. Just a normal piece of shit, So, shout out to Joe Biden for being a normal piece of shit,
Yeah, that was one of the things I kept on hearing during the day. It's like, oh, well, Washington's back to normal. I was like, bitch, that's not a good thing. What the fuck are y'all talking about here? Like, man. It's like, yeah, now they get to do all they shit under the table now. Like, it's not on top of the table. No.
Right.
That literally could have been Biden's campaign slogan. A normal piece of shit. I'm just a normal piece of shit. Okay?
A normal piece of shit.
I'm not trying to do no Mad Max shit, no mad scientist shit. Yeah. I'm just regular
piece of
shit.
Give my son a little a little cash. All right, that's it. That's
it. Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta lay somebody pockets.
Yeah,
right. Lay somebody pockets.
And then another good thing is, again, for little girls of color, and Kamala Harris being the first vice president. I mean, she's a lot. She
got a little rainbow inside.
But I am glad that they corrected that shit, right? Because for a while it was just like, oh, first African. Okay, first of all, she's not all the way black. Like, give her other heritage some props too, right? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, when little girls see that, that's good for them to aspire to be like that. Because outside of that, all they see is busted challenges, which some of them have been great, by the way. But all they see is busted challenges in Rihanna and shit. So it's good to have them, see that kind of thing. And you got your Michelle Obamas out there, just giving inspiration to the younger generation.
Shut up! I need my check.
What?
I need my. Hey, Biden, you got.
What's that? Give me my goddamn stimmy, cuz. Simon on the way for them stimmies, cuz.
Cut the checks.
Got some motherfucker. Man, ain't nobody getting no stimmies. No time, goddamn.
He did extend the student loan thing till September, though. So.
Yeah. Congratulations on that, Mr. Student Loan Extraordinaire.
Yeah.
I got one over here that's happy about that too. She in the other room too.
Man. Look,
what did they do with it?
I'm making it rain now. Shit.
This discretionary.
Yeah. I know. It's like getting a little bonus every month. Like, again?
Hey, baby, you can supersize this today.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I don't have student loans, so I don't really. That's not my wheelhouse. So what did they do? They just extended not having to pay for it or something. I mean,
So basically, if you have student loans, you haven't. Well, you could pay if you want, but you haven't had to pay since basically March of last year.
Right.
Yes.
So they at first it was supposed to just be like a 2 or 3 month thing, and then they extended it again, and now Biden just extended it for most of this year.
All right, there you go.
So, but they might as well just go ahead and forgive him. Like if you know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna do this,
at what point? Like if you wait long enough and you just turn it back on, motherfuckers are not gonna have that money,
right?
Now we didn't fact that that's now that's a car payment or something else now.
Something else. I gotta give back my Diablo.
Money over here.
I said, I thought y'all forgave this loan, so I went and got a new loan. Go and get this shit.
Damn. Go get a whole new loan.
That'll be the most American shit ever.
Hey, can y'all update my credit report? You know, this loan paid off.
Hey, you see it says current now. Don't do me now.
Let me get the iPhone Max.
Yeah, that one you put on your back.
Yeah, finance it for 30 years.
God damn. Boy, they stinging motherfuckers over the head. But, again, there was some pretty good moments about today. Again, these are just speeches, right? And you know how speeches go. They're pre-written, they're, and that kind of thing. It is what it is. It's the same rhetoric when it comes to that. But, it was good to hear him talk about, white supremacy and racism has no place. It's good to hear at least someone say that. Now, the last few motherfuckers got killed, but still, it's like it's good to hear him at least say that kind of shit, right? Because again, it gives people hope. If the people want the hope, get the hope. But over the course,
it's go shelf, there ain't no more hope, man. I don't know what to say.
I'm just saying, shit, motherfucking preachers do it all the goddamn time. Come to me right now, saints. Go ahead and put your money in this plate right here. And
why you need a custom pastor?
Yeah.
Keep it 100.
Oh God, I haven't seen him in a minute.
I watched. That is my pastor. That is my pastor by way of Russell Wilson. Thaddeus Matthews is a fucking godsend. Let me tell you something.
You know what? Fuck you and fuck you.
Amen. After that.
Yeah. You know what? I don't give a damn about you, and I love pussy. You might want to get you some. God damn, Thaddeus, you ain't got to do your boys like that. But But again, like I said, if people are reaching out for that, again, the morale is completely shot. And I don't like comparing that kind of shit just because, Will Smith said it best, racism isn't getting worse, it's just getting filmed. So the morale for black people in America has been shot for 1,000 fucking years. So we get that, right? But again, if it gives people hope, I think the speech that he had today, it started off in the right direction. Now, again, throughout the course of his presidency, he gonna get the same action that every other president gonna get. Hey, bro, you said this.
He gonna be asleep for most of it. So I mean, he ain't gonna hear it.
Look, he gonna be like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. This is about the soul of America, and I'm restoring it.
Hey, he running on slogans now.
Yeah, he running on them.
America.
Hey, because
what does that mean? The soul of America.
Because MAGA had some legs on it that I did not think was going to last.
That might be the soul of America.
It seems like it right now.
The soul of America.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
it seems like it.
Yeah,
that shit is up. It just, man. Again, was it like I said? The whole presentation. They're gonna do it up. So the presentation is all. Yeah, the presentation is always going to be nice and all that, and you get to see some of these people. Again, and the cold part about it, most of these motherfuckers don't kick it with each other outside of this day. Like nigga, what's happening? Yeah, I ain't seen you in 4 years.
I hated you then.
No.
And now.
They are not friends.
Just to see them.
Bill Clinton up there, like he not a massive pedophile. Everybody's gonna pretend that this ain't happening. Okay.
Between Bill Clinton and Joe Biden, they was mad in the motherfucker when Lady Gaga came out with that big ass dress on. They couldn't see no ass.
Man, that was all they was. Lady Gaga's gonna be there.
See, that's why Joe wear those dark shades.
Yeah,
I can go anywhere.
And she came out looking like it was the fucking Hunger Games and shit. So she had that big ass Katniss Everdeen brooch on. That hoe was big in the motherfucker.
This motherfucker said brooch.
Think somebody gonna do in the heart during the song?
Yeah, that how it was, bro. All up in this. You gonna get a tattoo with that shit next week? What are you doing?
Hey,
He's just trying to put the imprint on there.
all I was waiting for her to do the spin and her dress catch on fire like in the movie.
Ain't that about a bitch and catching fire out. Oh
No,
shit,
yeah.
he done put on his glasses now.
Yeah, he's not.
The glare was
a professor.
Oh shit.
Glare
It's a professor.
And you know, again, you know, a lot of the people, you know, oh well, they're going to have a lot of riots and shit going on at the Capitol buildings across America. Blah. That nothing happened. And you know, and
that's like the one thing you ever said. But with all that shit, if you're gonna do all that shit, one thing you don't do is announce that shit.
This is true.
If you're gonna do, you just do that shit. Like motherfuckers put that shit out there in the air just because they want everybody to be on high alert. But they didn't announce that shit.
Though. They always
oh yeah, man. You know that's the only thing that makes America's move. America moves when it's scared.
Fear. We definitely move off of fear. Don't say that we don't. Hashtag toilet paper.
Yeah.
So
it's still, and that's still a thing. Like, damn, man, can I get my toilet paper at regular prices and hopefully it's stopped? Shit.
No. I will say, future insurgents should have learned something though. First of all, don't be putting the shit all over social media. That's number one. 2, wear some shit that covers your whole fucking face. Like pretty much a goddamn ski mask. Then put some fucking dark ink around your fucking eyes so they can't even see that.
Right.
And then also don't bring your fucking phone because they can track them.
They was tagging everybody just from their phone.
I was like, I'm the only person that thinks it's a little like. I'm glad y'all got these particular people, but am I the only one who think this is a little creepy that they knew every single person who was in there based on all the cell phone signals that were in there, but not people who work there?
Do what now? Wait a minute, hold on. That sounded like there was some shit I was supposed to pay attention to. Do what now?
Well, they found they were able to identify pretty much everybody who was in the Capitol based on their cell phone.
Right.
So I was like, that tells you something, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, man.
Like they always talk about, we collect metadata. No, seemed like this was very specific.
Yeah, what's that? They knew exactly which app to open up to find all the motherfuckers.
But I've been take every phone that was in there and subtract out the people who work there, and that's all the motherfuckers who.
Damn.
But this is something I learned that shit off of First 48 when I used to watch them shits like 10 years ago. Like just they would ding like whatever cell tower your phone would ding off of. Like, oh yeah, that you was on this side of town, but you said and your your alibi said you was on the north side of town, but obviously you were on the south side of town where the actual murder happened. I was like, oh yeah, nigga, you don't even need to if you're gonna do some dirt, nigga, leave that shit at the house.
Yeah.
But you don't know when it's time to attack. They sending that signal.
Can't bring your phone. Now if
you can't bring your phone.
If you do all that shit,
get one of them or get one of them little things that you have to put your at Dave Chappelle's comedy shows that you have to put your cell phone in. That blocks the signal. Shit.
Nah, man. Leave that shit far away. You need, matter of fact, not only that, send it to a different part of the country. Have somebody else fly to like Utah and take your phone.
What's say go to the airport and say, hey man, you want a free phone? Here you go, man.
All you gotta do is put it in your bag and throw it away when you get there.
Just throw it away when you get there. You can cut it off. Oh, yeah. It said got some pornos saved on there, so you might want to watch those before you throw it away. might want to watch them. Maybe a few home videos too, just for the record. But yeah, so again, I appreciate what happened and finally, getting Trump out of the fucking office. There's been a long fucking time coming. Like I started thinking about this shit too. Like whenever we first started doing the show, was Trump president? No. And so now it's just like, well, damn, we done went through his whole presidency and he's been a piece of shit the whole time. So
But it was.
That
I mean,
motherfucker got
it
to
was evident. I mean, it wasn't a shock. Is that one thing about Trump? He doesn't dwell in subtleties. That's what
Right.
we're back to now. Like now the president's gonna be subtle with certain things, and he's not just gonna be his blatantly, disregard for people is not gonna be just right in your face. Trump just didn't
Well,
give a fuck. His not give a fuck was pretty high.
well, I think what has happened, and hopefully, maybe there'll be a little bit more transparency. Like I think they're putting, correspondence out there that's like, we're not just gonna accept any old bullshit ass answer, right? Like you can't come to us and be like, oh, well, I don't know, Black lives do matter. Okay, that's cool that you say that, but what have you actually done? You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of thing. So I think hopefully, it'll be more transparent that way. And no, he won't get away, or this administration, they won't get away with subtleties and just feeding us some shit to tell us to
I
keep on
mean,
moving.
but right now, I mean, they're living off the glory of we're going back to normal, and that's the thing about it. How long is it going to be before that shit wears off? Because on the cool, they can do that shit. They could not, these presidents and these people, these politicians is good on riding that wave of what got them in, and not even doing shit and just getting all the shit they want for themselves by
Right.
and then still saying them stupid ass slogans that got them in the office. Like that's what they do.
And speaking of stupid ass slogans and shit, I didn't see one Democratic thumb the entire inauguration. I was a little upset about that. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, Joe started stumbling over his words a little bit, and then
Oh
between,
man,
and then
I
the
was
urban,
like,
and then the urban.
when he did that, I was like, yep, it's nap time.
Yeah. Motherfucking sleepy Joe, man.
Like, yeah, no, it's that's like, I know this nigga, man. Like, damn, I gotta do shit all day today. Like, yeah, Joe.
Dude, they was talking about him on CNN. They were like, "Oh yeah, and tonight he's gonna call a bunch of other foreign leaders." I was like, "He ain't calling no fucking body tonight. You might as well schedule that for 6 a.m."
Yeah, he'll be up at 6 now.
Yeah. He had to pee at 4 and then went back to sleep.
You know what? Like what was even funnier too, like you looking at all the past presidents, whether you like them or not, you look at all the past presidents that were up there, they were just all cheery and all this other shit. They like, say, my nigga, you got to go to work as soon as you leave this home. Like, you ain't finna stop for the next 4 years.
Normally you have balls and shit, but they're not doing that because of the whole Corona thing.
Of course.
So,
He had to go right to work.
That motherfucker literally got inaugurated as president, went to eat at Houston's and went home.
I'm done with this shit.
Houston has phenomenal steak, by the way.
Yeah, it's good. It's not, that's not a bad alternative, but just he's not, dancing with Beyonce like past presidents.
Which definitely include Barack and George W. I know George W is out there doing the busted challenge. I'm telling you, George W, again, he's a piece of shit too, but for all this work, George W do look like he be out there trying to do the electric slide and shit. Like he the only white boy that get up and try to do the electric slide. He be fucking up the steps, but he'll still get out there. You're like, hey, come on, all right, where we go now? Where we go? Where we go?
More like a dyslexic slide, man.
Yeah.
One thing he's having a whole bunch of fun now. That nigga don't give a fuck no more.
Oh my god, you kidding me?
I mean, just saying.
What's that camp? What's that camp that camp? It's not. Is it Camp David?
Well, like, isn't he the one with nigga head or something like that?
What the hell?
Yes, I think that was it. Romney? It was one of them.
It was one of them. I think it was Bush. I thought it was Bush.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
The farm.
Yeah, nigga head.
Yeah, what?
Nigga head. That was the name. That was the name of the farm.
Okay.
You don't remember this?
No. Can you bring? Yeah. What?
Yeah, the name of the farm is Nigga Head.
The name of the forum is Nigga Head.
Farm. He had a farm.
Mitt Romney has a like Nigga HEAD.
Dog, we ain't nigga head.
You can look it up.
Hey,
Just type in nigga head. That's all you got to
it's a
type
thing.
in.
Well, y'all keep talking. Let me look some shit up real quick.
Yeah, that was
one word.
Yeah, one word.
Rick Perry's family.
Rick Perry.
Still known by old, and this is the Washington Post. Still known by old racially charged name.
Nigga
head, yeah.
I can't believe you don't remember that.
I never knew it.
It was a thing for and it went through the news cycle and went away.
So again, Rick Perry has a hunting camp by the name of Nigga Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Oh yeah, we got that drop now. Oh, Rick Perry, one more time for you, Rick Perry.
The more you know.
The more you fucking know. Jesus Christ. Anywho.
Yeah.
So what are y'all overall thoughts about some of the things that went on today?
I mean, it was a regular. It was a regular inauguration. A bunch of speeches or whatever. I didn't watch hardly any of it,
right?
Because if you've seen them one, you see them all, and it's not like his was going to be the most exciting. So I didn't really watch it, but the little glimpses I did have that's where I got the "We're saving the soul of America" line from.
Mm-hmm. That was right off the bat, too.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, how do you do that? What's the 5-step plan to save the soul of America? But that and everybody else, blowing them, getting up there. Oh, Joe is so amazing. But as far as regular people though, I tried to stay out of people's way and let them be happy that Trump is gone and not be that guy today.
Not today.
We can start that tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. So because I get it. At the very least, even if he is not necessarily the answer you want, you don't have to you're not gonna hear about a fucking stupid tweet or him just kind of outright disrespecting somebody and just being like, oh, well, fuck it.
Yeah, he's a normal piece of shit,
Yeah, so he'll
do he got a little decorum.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you one thing though. This will be the White House to work in. I'm gonna tell you, ain't gonna be no long hours. 4:00, we out. We out.
Oh, old people gotta go to sleep, cuz.
Yeah. Lunch at 10:30. Fucking dinner at 3:30, and we out.
Well, you gotta take a nap after you eat.
Yeah.
Well, he's out. 3:30, you eat that. Boom, take a nap. Wake up, take a bath, and go back to sleep.
Where's Sasha with the Metamucil?
Yeah, man. Well, mine is kind of in the same tone. Like, you don't want to step on nobody's, I said, as you were saying earlier, hope today, because everybody's hopeful today. There's a new administration. There's a new, there's a new way of people are going to do this for the next 4 years. And, just kind of just enjoy the day as far as, Donald going out and Joe coming in. And and get your jokes off when needed to. Get you some good laughs in, because I mean, regardless of the fact, it's still going to be a shit show. We're still in the middle of a pandemic and all this stuff.
Right,
so there is a lot of work to be done. But as far as just this day and having fun with it and being able to, as you say, have some hope or have a glimmer of light, as they say,
right.
And for the soul of America. I mean, just have fun with it for today, and then tomorrow reality kicks in. It's like, okay, what are these motherfuckers really gonna do?
Right. Yeah, and like I said, shit ain't nothing finna change in a day. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It ain't finna change in 6 months. But like I will again. Maybe I said it. I don't know, but I think with where the climate is with people and. With social media and just things being readily available at the drop of a hat, I don't think politicians going forward can get away with the bullshit, right? because they will be called out pretty quick. They will have to answer some tough questions that I don't think in years past that they had to, just because people put them on a pedestal because they were politicians. Like, now people are like, man, fuck y'all. Like, nah,
I
fuck
mean,
y'all.
cause that's it, and I feel that, but it's to me being, I mean, to us, we seen that shit. We knew politicians were pieces of shits. Like we knew their loyalty flips on the position of power they're in. If they're
Right.
in a position of power, then they're gonna, or whoever the president is in position of power, they're gonna back that till he's not. Because you seen how Mike Pence flipped on Donald Trump quick. Like once he like,
Real quick.
oh, it's
Yeah.
a insurrection. Oh yeah, that nigga was like, yeah, man. Hey, it was a good run.
Yeah. He'll say, not this one, cuz.
The same. Just shoot me an email. But
Yeah.
because he was trying to himself to be able to run for president, and he didn't want too much of the Donald stain on him. And it's like, nah,
Right.
it's too late,
Yeah,
nigga.
it's too
You
late. Hey,
get back into this motherfucker, and
yeah.
that's what I'm looking at with a lot of Republicans. Like y'all hitched y'all wagon to this dude, and and he led because Donald Trump. He doesn't have longevity with anything good. He has longevity with shit that's bad, but nothing good. Like he said, give or take, what, a year or two before Melania divorces him, somewhere in that range. Because the fuck I gotta be around here for?
Right. Shit, I think she already divorced the motherfucker. But
who knows?
No, she ride. She still can. There's still a little way to ride with this because you got to get your merch, and she's still trying to lace her pockets too.
Yeah, she eventually gonna get her own like TV show or something.
Oh yeah, reality show for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know that world. I mean, that's their world.
Right. Now, as all presidents do, outgoing and incoming, the outgoing presidents, they always do pardons, like we already talked about, like, just some of the notable ones. Harry O, congratulations on being free after 30 years. Lil Wayne, Kodak Black. What was funny was what was the Tiger King? That motherfucker, he had that big ass limo out there. Hey, when they showed that shit, I was like, they not letting you out, bro. Like you can't grandstand like that, my nigga. You cannot sit up here and have this big ass dually limo and talking about I'm finna get out of jail. We don't know you.
Yeah. Nigga, I get it. Donald watched that shit. I get it, but nah, bro.
Nah, out of there. But so the outgoings do a lot of pardons and stuff. And Steve Bannon, he got pardoned, which that does not shock anyone.
Yeah, I mean he knows where all the skeletons in that. All right, he had to pardon him.
Exactly. But then the incoming presidents, they always start reversing shit like almost immediately, right? Let's see, what did Sleepy Joe do? He reversed 17 executive actions.
Yeah, that's light work.
Yeah, exactly.
He just had to sign a couple of things. They had to catch him before he went to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I bet you that first signature on that first one is real crisp. That second one looked like doodles.
I'm pretty sure after about 5, he got tired and just got a stamp. Like,
yeah, oh shit, no, god damn it, stamp this shit.
Nah, but he what was it? So he brought the U.S. back into the World Health Organization.
Right. So, then also rejoined the Paris Climate Accord.
Paris.
I mean, yeah.
And then the Keystone XL pipeline, which how they're still going over that, I have no idea.
So did he cancel it?
Yeah, he canceled it.
Oh, okay.
Then he rescinded the 1776 commission, which again, yeah, you should have did that.
What's the 1776 commission?
It's an agency to review their actions on racial equality. Oh, racial equity. Sorry. So basically, a bunch of these.
He created this organization?
No, he rescinds what Trump did with it because Trump was basically Trump's like, no, keep them over there. Let them stay over there. We don't have to worry about all that shit. And Biden is like, no, we got some questions. So yeah, again, the year 1776. That's all you need to know about it, right?
There's some racial shit in that motherfucker.
No, we don't want niggers to talk.
That they still 3/5 of a man in their eyes.
Yeah, exactly. And then he reversed like the border wall and shit like that, which again, duh. I think didn't they stop funding that shit a long time ago, anyways?
I don't know. You probably take money from all over the place.
Yeah, they'll scalp from here and there. And, hey, close that program. Yeah, we need that money over here for the ball.
Yeah.
For the wall.
Yeah.
Going to the cafeteria register. How much you got in there?
That's $25 and some change.
Education in Chicago. But they did shit like that.
Oh, they don't need it. Send them bullets.
Don't forget, I still got my shit. I don't give a man. Look, smacking the shit out of motherfuckers out.
Hey, that's how we walking into 2021, man. You got to slap shit out of somebody with a twisted T.
You see, and this is what I don't. Twisted T.
Get this double T across your face.
Twisted T. Here's the deal, okay? This is what I don't like about your can, okay? Now,
Twisted T, official sponsor of the Straight Meddlin Show.
Yeah, and they don't even know it. So we're at minute 36. Here's the problem that I have with your Twisted Tea cans, okay? I can't do product placement and drink it at the same time. The hole to drink it is right over here, but everything else, like, it's all off whack. Look, if I drink it like this toward the camera, you see this bullshit. A white woman on a boat, and then a white dude with some cap.
Hey. Well, and just be happy you're drinking something. I'm on day 16 of sobriety until the 4th.
Oh, that's right, son.
Yeah, I'm still going strong. I'm halfway through, man. This is my hump day, actually. To be honest,
this is your hump day. Oh, right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hump.
My real quick, we'll get back to that. But my dumb ass just found it. Look, here you go. Here.
Still a little bit to the side, but yeah, it's much
better. Yeah.
Grant Hill drinks Sprite. The fuck out of here. But yeah, So we can talk about. So congratulations, Joe Biden. If you die in between your presidency, guess what? We kind of expected it. But at the same time, man, I hope you do good things. Hey, knock yourself out, brother.
I mean, he can only do good. We at the bottom right now.
Right.
He just got to give a fuck about coronavirus, which it looks like he does, and will be in a better place next year at this time.
Hey, Kamala. So don't you judge me. Anywho. So yeah. How's sobriety going, Simon? Let's talk about sobriety. How does that work?
It's cool. I mean, I did it out. New Year type stuff. Mine wasn't off of that. Mine was kind of, everybody's kind of we've been locked down for a year basically, and I was just, we got more free time to, 5 o'clock somewhere, and I was doing a 5 o'clock somewhere a little bit more than normal. And I was like, you might want to cut back on that shit, Simon. Talking to myself like, hey, well, it was right after New Year's. You get you a couple of drinks in, especially on New Year's and that rest of that weekend, and that shit happened to fall on a fucking Friday too. So it was drinking all weekend, and I was just like, and I drank a little bit more than I was like, yeah, I'm gonna cut this shit out for a little bit, give my kidneys a rest, let the motherfuckers reset.
Did you feel any pain? I mean,
no, it wasn't that. It was just like, you just catch yourself before it's like, okay, let me go and tame this beast real quick, because I like to drink.
I think it woke up in the backyard with no shoes on. Was like,
that's always the best. And that's the cold part about it. That's about it. I always had like with it is like, okay, if I'm a drink one day, I like, okay, I ain't gonna drink until after 5. You know, once everybody kind of you get off work type shit, everything like that. You know, and it was no, but it wasn't like, but it was just like, am I gonna drink every night, like 1 or 2 every night, and that shit can act like, yeah, let me see if I could just calm this shit down for a little bit, and I don't know. I said, it's been cool. Been drinking a lot of water, obviously, and it's been cool. I've been around you and shit like that, and everybody else is having fun. I'm like, yeah, sober Simon over here.
Just because I'm drinking doesn't necessarily mean I'm having. I'm lying. I'm having fun like a motherfucker.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but still, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, and I'm happy for you. And honestly, people, men, if you're listening to this show, whether video or audio, it doesn't matter. Hey, sometimes you have to do these kind of things. I do it twice a year, so that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, do you have it's a mental challenge to yourself, because I mean it's easy, like I got drink in the house, got drink out, and not smoking or nothing like that, and so it's like but I got it in the house, so it's like, am I controlling it or is it controlling me? One of those type of things. So I was like, okay, I got a handle on it. It's not one of those things I have to have. It's one of those. Now I understand, but it can get you. It's like just like anything else. It can get you. So, yeah. So just start it off, and then at the end of the day, I get my 30 days is up. It's actually going to be 31 days since it's 31 days in this month. It's on the 4th, because I started on the 4th after the weekend, New Year's weekend, and the 4th on February is the Lakers play and Al Davis 30 for 30 come out. So I got a good ass day to start back with my shenanigans.
Matter of fact, hey, obviously I'm gonna talk to you between now and then, but remind me, dog, because I know how this shit gonna go. And next time I'm gonna get to looking like this, and they're gonna be like, hey. I tell y'all niggas about to gonna be cross-eyed like a motherfucker.
Jamarcus is a great quarterback.
Jamarcus is a great quarterback.
Hey, I'm telling you, LP, look at me, LP. No, but that's good. That's good. Congratulations on that. Keep going. Jamal.
Yeah. I'm halfway into it.
He's always
Jamal don't drink like that no way, so.
No, not too much.
Now, one day we got, he got kids now. So one day we just got to take him out somewhere and just get his ass fucked up.
He's only gonna take 2 drinks.
I'm well aware.
Yeah. Take him to Clay's.
Oh no, he's not. Dude, come on now. You don't start at the fucking top.
Anywho, at least I can stumble home from there, though.
Do what?
Say at least I can stumble home from there.
Oh, that is. Yeah. Oh, okay, then fine. Hey, Clay, if you start watching this, hey, guess what, buddy? We're coming. Oh God.
Racing.
Anyways, so segue.
I like the bartender. She be serving them drinks.
So I want to actually give a big shout out to Kyrie Irving, right? The reason why I want to give him a shout out is because I give him enough shit for basketball wise, right? Which, I don't think that as your number 2 guy, yes, he's done it. I get it. But as your number 2 guy, he's somebody that you can sustain. And, again, if he's by himself, he's going to win 20 games a season. But he has showed a resolve. I'm all for, again, hope, right? I'm all for people doing what they feel is the right thing to do, right? Especially if it is with good nature, right? And he's been catching hell. Oh, Kyrie, man, you missed these games. You're out for personal reasons. You're a little weirdo. And they was teasing him for burning the sage. Hey, if that's what he believe in, whatever. Like I said, we was laughing at past the.
That's a greatest coach ever. Phil Jackson.
That's all he did. Yeah. That's all he did. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, we were clowning.
Face.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a big ass 6'10" white boy from that. Where is he from? New York?
Montana.
Yeah, somewhere.
America. Anyways, and so but I want to give a big shout out to Kyrie because it's kind of in the same, not all the way, I don't want to demean the other one, but to me it's kind of in the same breath of Colin Kaepernick, because of he took time out to say, you know what, this is some personal shit that I got going on, wherever the personal shit was, but he still found time to do some philanthropy, right? And he can never ever go wrong with that, because again you got to help people out whenever you can. Here's a list of some shit. Here's a list of some shit that he did during COVID, during his time out. He partnered with multiple charities to provide meals across the New York area, donated food, protective masks, Standing Rock Sioux tribe. Look at that. I know how to read. Committed 1.5. Thank you, appreciate it. Committed 1.5 million to the WNBA players, which again they get paid shit, even though their product is shit. But I get it, right? He paid off college tuition for 9 HBCU students from Lincoln University. And the most recent thing that he has, I don't think he's came out and said that he actually did it, but he purchased a home for the family of George Floyd.
Yeah, Captain Jack came out and said he did that.
Right. And shit like that, to me, Simon, I think you said it earlier too, when we were just all conversing. You said it earlier where you were like, hey man, sometimes this shit just bigger than basketball, sometimes it's bigger than a sport. So, for all the shit that he takes, all the shit that I give him for playing basketball, hey, thank you, Kyrie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think this is where people get the lines blurred. To me, this is exact to me where people get the lines blurred. Like you're saying, you just went over a list of a whole bunch of things he did. So obviously, the dude has a heart. He looks at the bigger picture, and
right.
We can criticize him how he handled his stuff at his job, but that's basically all you have on him. Like, to me, you could call him, you could say he's a little eccentric, weird, and all that. That's fine. I actually, that's one of the things we kind of all like about each other, that we're all kind of a little off in some type of way. We look at things a little bit different. And it's like, I'm all for that. But to like go at the dude personally and saying, oh man, he's a mark ass. Oh, it's like, no, like, chill, you don't even know dude. Like, only thing you could say bad about him is that he didn't go to work. Like, if that's the worst thing you can say about a person, I'm pretty sure he's a pretty good guy. If the worst thing you could say about him is like, yeah, he just did a no call, no show. Like I said, I get it that he's put himself in a position where you look at him in an advantageous way. Like, you look at him like, we gotta criticize him. But to me, it's like, oh, where is the line with this shit? And that's why it was one of those things. When we were talking in the group, it was like, where's the line with this? Like, only thing you could say about him is, man, he didn't go to work. If his heart's in the right place where he's trying to be a philanthropist and do all these great things outside of basketball, things that are going to impact the world way longer than him being able to shoot a ball in a rim. Like, they congratulate him on that, and whatever fucking feelings you have about him,
and then tell his ass to get back to work.
Yeah. But if that's all you have on him, like, but you want to criticize him and like demean him and like call him out his name and all this other shit, like, dude, you need to look at yourself, and that's why America is in the spot that it's in, because it's one of those, like, just because these people are in the public eye, and I get it, that's part of being a pro and all that. I understand that, but keep it within the box of basketball. Everything outside of that, shut the fuck up. Because the thing is, you wouldn't say, "Oh, you a bitch," and all this shit if he was standing right in front of you. And it's like all these, all this shit then gave these motherfuckers this fake ass tough guy shit. That shit makes me like, because you wouldn't say that. It's like, if Kyrie walked in the motherfucking room, he's like, oh, that little motherfucker. No, this nigga is 6'2", 6'3". He's not a little nigga. And you not going to say nothing to him when he walk in the room.
Right.
So that shit to yourself, man. Or find out why you want to say that about somebody. But yeah, shout out to Kyrie, man. You looking at the big flat world.
Oh God. I see what you did there. That's a good job. That is a good job.
I mean, yeah. I mean, everybody reacting to him not showing up for some games or whatever, and I'm like, I mean, is it any different from when some stars like Kawhi just take games off? I mean, now he's still with the team, so it is different, right? He didn't no call, no show, so it is different, but he's still not playing in the game at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And more in the past, he's played more this year, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I've never understood, like, even before this thing, Kyrie they always covered him on, like, to the negative side of things, you know? And I never really understood him. Like, well, especially before this little absence thing, there was really never anything to think negatively about, you know, of him about. Like, what was there to not like?
He didn't get along with one of his coworkers.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that went a long way towards it because the whole LeBron thing. Because you know, LeBron, he has a media to himself. You know,
yeah.
so
he's a diva. He's a diva.
I mean,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, he's the biggest athlete in the world. Of course, he's a diva. Well, not in the world, but at least in the U.S.
Right.
But when that split happened in Cleveland, it seemed like they kind of painted Kyrie as a bad guy because he didn't want to play behind LeBron and that whole thing. So, you know, I think that's kind of where it stems from. But there's nothing in his background where you should always be negative on him.
Right, right.
To me, he should be one of the guys you should be rooting for.
Yeah, because he's not had you ain't caught Kyrie no DUI. You ain't caught him maybe mishandling your woman. Yeah, you ain't seen him in no strip clubs or no shit like that. You see, the only time you seen Kyrie outside of playing on the court, he did a commercial with his daddy.
Yeah, and Uncle Drew shit back in the gap when he was first in the league, which everybody loved him. Everybody loved those commercials.
Which also known as he put on a mask so he didn't have to be himself.
No, he put on a mask so he could be himself.
No, he put on a mask so he could not be himself because himself wouldn't act like Uncle Drew acts. So he put on a mask so he could not. Hey, look, I'm a fellow retard, so I know exactly what the fuck he got going on. Don't let me put on this hat, goddammit. I turn into fucking Huey P. Newton in a fucking drop of a hat. Y'all know the Mexico City Snakes. I go back into owner mode. Don't y'all do this shit.
Oh, good Lord. Let it go.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's always kind of weird with Kyrie. I've never gotten fully why people are negative on him, but I mean, and now one of the things is like
because he's weird. Yeah, he said the world was flat.
But see, I like that because most athletes, if you watch their interview, there's nothing in there that's interesting at all.
No. It's all cliches and monotone shit.
We need to execute, and you know, we just didn't play well enough, and that whole same script and it don't even matter what sport it is. But so I don't mind him saying weird stuff. It's not like I gotta believe what he believes. Like, it's just funny to hear him say it. Like, what's the problem with that? I don't. But if you've ever listened to these athletes, like, listen to the actual press conference, not the little cut-ups they do on the shows.
They're horrible.
They're horrific. And of course, anybody asking, I'm surprised more guys don't snap on them because they just ask dumb question after dumb question after dumb question.
That's why. They say getting off of Kyrie. That's why the media doesn't like Russell Westbrook because he's like when you ask Russell Westbrook a dumbass question, he's gonna look at you in the dumb like, what a nigga, what? Like, he came after a dumbass question. Yeah.
And then, like, you got your Belichick's, your Popovich's, your you play the sound bites, the playoffs, you got him doing that shit. You let him off you get all these ones like, oh, well, he just snapped today. Like, no, you asked a dumbass question. You think
it's like I've been
So I've been worried about next week.
Yeah, because I might be fired.
Come on, playoffs.
The fuck?
Practice. Y'all talking about practice. This is what y'all talking about. Practice.
Not the game.
Not the game
that I love every day. We talk about
practice, man.
Right.
The game that I learned from Thompson at Georgetown. Practice.
See, and side note, going back, but you see, and that's where the politicians are at now. Politicians are now the athletes, you know what I'm saying, of the world. Like, no, we finna ask these dumbass questions, and y'all better give us a straightforward answer. If not, we finna ask some more dumbass questions. So I cannot wait for the blow up. Anyways, yeah, so again, like, big ups to Kyrie for that shit. He did what he felt was necessary. LeBron does a lot of talking, a lot of public things, which again, he uses his platform the way that he needs to do it. And Kyrie uses his platform the way that he needs to do it, amongst other players.
In different ways,
in different ways. Yeah.
But this is my, and it's like, it's kind of go along with what you were saying. Like, man, every man is right in their own head. So, man, if he felt like he needed to step back and like survey the scene and do what he thought was right, hey, man, I can't criticize that man for that. Because, like, only thing I can say is, like, damn, I haven't got to see you hoop in 2 weeks. Like, if that's the worst thing I can say, and you're out here doing all this other stuff, like actual stuff that's substantial in people's lives, that's actually changing people's lives while you're away doing, on for your personal reasons. Hey, man, like I said, I ain't got shit else to say. Like, man, hey, that's why I say, hey, when I watched them tonight, them niggas, they was a little dysfunctional. I don't know if they won or not, but it's like, yeah, these niggas don't know how to play with each other yet. But that's basically all I can say.
Phrasing. It was. Don't. I had to get you back on that one, man. Because goddamn it,
what did I say? I didn't say nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, good point. But no, they got their ass beat 147 and 135. However, if you have to score defense. Yeah, if you have to score 147 points in order to beat them niggas, you gonna have a problem on your hands.
Every shot's a layup.
I mean, god damn. Oh, Sexton. Oh. Sexton had 42. He had 42. Kyrie, that's your man, cuz. That's your man.
Kyrie had 37.
Yeah, of course Kyrie had 37. He gonna get you 40 a night, but you gonna win 27
on 28. On 28 shots.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See that,
and only 3 assists.
That's the Kyrie that I talk shit about, not the philanthropist. That's the Kyrie I talk shit about. God damn. But since we're here, 57 minutes in the game, football season is vastly coming to an end. We are now in the championship games for the NFC and the AFC. Final motherfucking foe. I don't, when we did the show a couple of weeks ago, who cares about the picks? Nevertheless,
I went 4-2.
You would pay attention to that, wouldn't you?
Great job, man.
Yeah, who else? What was everybody else's record? Since you,
I don't know who the fuck y'all. I know who I picked. Y'all figure that shit out.
I know who I picked. I know who I picked. You don't know who nobody else picked? Did you listen? Did you go back and listen to it? What did you do?
No, I wrote my picks down. That's what I did, motherfucker.
What kind of shit is that?
Taking notes.
Motherfucker took notes.
Oh, I was over here jotting. You look like you're jotting over there.
Look like you're jotting. But again, we got the Final Four for the NFL playoffs, and again, hey, NFL, congratulations, man! You guys, oh shit, somebody crying. What baby crying?
I didn't know you really had the cheese. I was about
to wait a minute. How do you have a cheese head, cuz?
Because the Packers played the Super Bowl in New Orleans when I was a kid, and my dad took me to the NFL experience. And
let me get that cheese head up out for you. That's there you go. So
been having that hole ever since.
Yeah,
man.
It's an heirloom.
He was a big-headed child because he can still fit that hole.
It's foam. It expands.
No, really? Really.
So we already know what side he's picking on that side.
Yeah. Okay, let's just start with that game since he got the cheese.
I actually have two of them because I lost this one, and so my sister for one of my birthdays got me another one.
Look at
and
that.
then my mom found this in our house, and so then she brought it to me. So now I have the original cheesehead.
Man, look here. See, this when they thought black people didn't have families. Boy, that's good shit.
Oh, that's when Brett Favre was. Yeah. That's what 96.
Yeah.
Man.
And they played the Patriots in the Superdome.
Yeah.
That one. All right, so we'll start with the NFCs first. NFC matchup, we got Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I did not think they were going to be here. Versus Aaron Rodgers and the Cheeseheads. Yeah. So
Packers.
Yeah. How you start? This motherfucker got the cheese. I want a cheesehead now. Fuck it, just because I just want to say I got a cheesehead. Skeet. Anyways, Simon, what do you got? Long-witted football guy.
I'm going with the Packers as well. Revenge factor, man. Tampa Bay one of the teams that whooped their ass earlier this season. So I'm going revenge factor. I think Adams was just coming back off a hamstring, if I remember correctly, or some shit like that. So, he didn't get going. They were just kind of off that day. And how they're playing right now, it's gonna be tough. That Tampa Bay defense is them two linebackers. Them motherfuckers is good. And you can say them motherfuckers is good because White and Day. If it ain't 4-5, it's 5-4 making the tackle. So I like them two boys, but I just don't think they're going to be able to go up there in the frozen tundra and beat them.
It's going to be snowing.
And it's going to be snowing.
It's going to be snowing?
It's going to be snowing. It's supposed to snow. So the scene is going to be great. So I think it's going to be the Pack because this is Aaron Rodgers' first home championship game in the NFC, like his first.
Really?
So he can't. Yeah, he ain't never had them. All of them have been on the road, and the one he did win, that was when they were 10-6 and was wild card and ran the table. So yeah, I'm taking A-Rod to cap off a good MVP year.
I am going to take the Buccaneers. The reason why I'm taking the Buccaneers.
Why? Because it's what, ticket prices?
No, I haven't looked at the ticket price or anything like that. Like Damakong Su, don't forget he's still out there on that defensive line. He has a good feel.
You don't even like him.
I don't, but he has a good feel for motherfucking Aaron Rodgers, right? But I like him even better now because he's kept the low key, low profile. You damn near forget he's in the league. Yeah, you damn near forget he's in the league. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, I just think at this point, it's like Tom Brady is finna I think this is it. I think if Tom Brady gets past this shit, which I want him to at this point, there's no more conversation, right? There's no more conversation.
There hasn't been a conversation.
No. There has been There's still conversations about.
I mean, even no.
What conversation?
No. First of all,
who you been talking to?
First of all,
I watched Skip and Shannon the other day. Shannon was making a conversation.
It don't even matter to me in football. Football it's not basketball, bro. Yeah. There's a lot of motherfuckers on the field.
Absolutely.
Right? And so I don't judge football players as much on titles. You know what I'm saying? So I'll still put, maybe we'll see when it's said and done, Mahomes over him, even if he's only got like 2 or 3 or maybe a couple other guys. So
we're going to get to Manak out here in a little bit, but nevertheless, I still got Tom Brady beating Aaron Rodgers in this game, which, again,
honestly, got him. This is, like I said, if you would come from, you're just really just going off of Tom Brady's been to the Super Bowl type shit. Like, the motherfucker got to go there and beat them, which Tom Brady usually never does. Every time he went to the Super Bowl, the motherfucker was at home in his element. And that motherfucker's out of his element right now.
Yeah,
with a team with a banged up receiving core. because the motherfuckers is hurt. Antonio Brown is hurt.
You said,
and Mike Evans is hurt.
You said in the cold, 21 and snowing. All right.
Yeah, because it's not just Tom Brady out there. There's other guys.
I got Tom Brady. I got Tom Brady leading this thing.
I respect your pick.
Yeah. I got Tom Brady leading this thing, man. And honestly, whoever comes out of the NFC, that's who I got winning the goddamn Super Bowl. That's who I got. That's who I got.
Well, it depends. It depends on if Weekend at Bernie's and the Chiefs can get through.
So he was at practice today.
Let's go with this motherfucker was in street clothes, had to be. But let's go.
No, it was practice. It was a walkthrough, but he was at practice.
Okay. So let's go.
We can't run.
So the AFC Championship game are the Buffalo Boy I Love losing Super Bowls versus the Kansas City.
I'm probably hearing about Josh Allen and how amazing he is.
I mean, hey, when lightning strike in the bottle, goddamn it, you gotta let it ride. Yeah. And this could be his ride season. This could be his ride season, man. It could be.
But it usually doesn't happen like that.
To beat them, though, I will say.
I don't know about that because I would say that Cleveland was more built to beat them because they had a strong run game. The motherfuckers don't
this close.
Oh. And to me, I don't. It's not conducive to getting a shootout with fucking Kansas City.
No,
it's not, especially in Kansas City.
But I don't think Kansas City is going to provide the shootout. That's the thing.
What do you mean?
I don't think Kansas City is going to provide the shootout. First of all, again, unconscious Mahomes.
They low-key haven't really been scoring that much.
They have not been.
I get that. I understand.
They always make the play. Seems like at some point to
but you're playing with fire if that's the route you're going with. Now you don't play into. No, you dictate terms to Kansas City, not vice versa.
That's
right. So if you want to play that game and let's go shot for shot. Yeah, I'm taking Mahomes. Unconscious or conscious.
Here's the deal. I think Buffalo can provide just that right amount of pace, and then they can provide that right amount of now we need to score, right? With Diggs being, I think they have that.
Explain that those are vague terms.
Meaning if they need to slow the game down to keep Mahomes from getting the ball, I think they can do. They
don't run the ball well though. They don't run the ball well.
They don't run the ball well.
That's the only way you slow pace on Kansas City. It's time of possession.
I think Josh Allen can do some dinking and dumping. I think he can. He has done that a few times this year. He did it against us, and then he exploded. He did it.
No, that was more turnovers when they played the Raiders. The Raiders fumbled the ball 3 times. It was a 1 point. It was a 1-score game in the fourth quarter. 3 fumbles turn the game around. Make the game get out of hand.
As long as you win the game at the end of the day, I think.
No, I understand that, but
Buffalo,
there's context within that.
Right.
It's not just they can dink and dunk. Well, if you're gonna say that, then the Steelers should have won because they dink and dunk all year. I'm just saying, if that was you're going with the comparable, that's because they didn't run the ball either. Still,
because keep in mind, Cleveland had the
Steelers have a better defense. Had a better defense than
Cleveland Cleveland had a great game plan against the Chiefs. They had a great game plan, right?
That's the game plan to beat them.
Right. Buffalo. I think Buffalo can, for one game. We're not talking about through the.
What kind of shit is that?
Damn. He done knocked himself off the.
I ain't touched the mouse in 14 minutes. I mean, so, but I think Buffalo has that game plan to where they will be able to do that. So you're telling me they haven't been able to run all year. They're going to be able to run the ball this game. I think they're going to be okay with it. I think they're going to be okay with it. And then,
they're not trending towards that.
Point, if it gets to a point where they need to be explosive, they will be explosive. They have the weapons to be explosive.
But if that's your rationale to saying that they could do that to beat them in Kansas City, they might as well come out guns a blazing and fuck all the run game and all that other shit, and let's just go point for point like that Kansas City LA game way back, a couple of years ago when it was 50 something to 40 something. They might as well go that route because if you're saying you want to go slow to fast, fast to slow, that's not going to work against Kansas City because once you show Kansas City that you want to go fast, they're going to stay at fast. They're not going to slow down. So there's going to come a point where they're going to go, and we've seen it even in the in the Cleveland game. It was 2 or 3 field goals in a row, but there's going to be a point in the game where they're going to score like 14, 21 points in a row. And it's going to put you on your heel.
Right. Buffalo can match that. They can match. They can.
They've never done it before. Not for these stakes, not to go to the Super Bowl. And that plays a major factor in a game. No, I'm not. Nigga, none of the motherfuckers have been on the team with they were little kids. They don't know shit about that. Dog, this
they
is
weren't
real
even
pressure
born.
Now. That's real pressure now.
And so, I still got.
And you can feel even as fans watching the games, you can feel when the pressure, like at the end of the game last week with Kansas City when they got the 4th and 1, like you felt the pressure. It was emanating through the screen, like, oh shit, this is a big spot in the game. And I've seen Josh Allen in the playoffs before fuck up, like throw the ball, like do crazy shit in the playoffs. Right. I've never seen Mahomes do that. Right. I've seen it from Josh Allen. Right. We know he got a glitch where this motherfucker can go all the way left. Right. I'm just like them niggas is the champs until they not the champs. So
I got Buffalo.
I said, and they're a feel good story this year. Don't get me wrong, but
lightning in a bottle.
I think they lightning strike last week, man.
So Simon, you got KC.
There's no disrespect. There's no disrespect to them. But even last week when they played Baltimore, it was like Baltimore was one play away from tying that game up. That said, Lamar, you can't throw that interception. But not like the motherfucker scored after that. That was to tie the game. That play was the separator. And I get elements played a factor and all that other shit. But hey, man,
I got Buffalo. What you got?
You're telling me one? All right. I'll go with the one play towards the Chiefs.
I got KC. I mean,
it's gonna be one play.
I got KC. The Bills might really have something, but they're one of them teams that just has to prove it. Like I'm not gonna bet on the Bills, in the postseason. Like that's been a bad bet historically. So
I ain't gonna put no real money on it. No real money.
Yeah. So I mean, but they're a good team. I mean, I could see them winning that game. I just don't think they're ready.
Wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they won.
Right.
But I don't see it. And with increments, it's usually there's levels. Like you usually go from like you almost verge of the playoff to a playoff team to now you're a contender. Then now you're a Super Bowl contender. I still feel they're still in that contender mode. Like to me this year they've overachieved. They said, don't get me wrong. I did pick them to win a division this year just because the fall of New England basically, and they were the next best team. But that was the thing. Like, yeah, you come into the season with expectations. Like next year, yeah, they're gonna be a Super Bowl pick. Like, yeah, if somebody said next year, Bill should win, yeah, man, you right on point with that. But this year is like, man, you still got to deal with this juggernaut that's in front of you. And I don't give a fuck what you say. Mahomes is going to be in that fucking game.
Oh, yeah, he playing. What was the rest of your point, Jabal?
That was basically it. I mean, Mahomes, yeah, he's going to play. He's not going to remember the game, but.
Oh, no. But the thing is, I don't think Mahomes got knocked out. I think he got choked out.
Okay.
It was a chokeout. But that's different from being like basically hitting your head on, like Lamar hitting his head on the ground, that's a different thing.
Right.
It said one thing it did show though, that nigga got a weak ass chin though, cause that nigga got up and was noodle leg. God damn. They said, nigga, please don't get punched in the face. Your ass is dropping.
Out of there. Get him the fuck out the game, coach.
Once he stood up and did I was like, yeah, there's no way in hell they can let this motherfucker back in the game.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know Chad Henne was a backup quarterback. I was like, who the fuck is the backup? Shit.
Yeah, because when he banged his toe up earlier in the game, we was like, they don't got somebody else that can come in for him. I was like, oh, nah. It said, only way that motherfucker coming off this hole if he can't walk. And nigga couldn't walk later on in the game. I'm not saying I called it, but I was just like, that's the only way he's going to get off the field. Yeah, they got his ass off the field.
Hey, Jamal, real quick. You know who Kansas City backup quarterback going to be next year, right? Mitchell Trubisky. There you go, Simon. Have fun with that one.
What makes you think that?
Oh, man, Trubisky ass up out of there, dog.
I mean, he might be out of there, but I don't know.
Yeah, what makes you think he's gonna go somewhere where he got a coordinator or a quarterbacks coach that he knows or something? Yeah, I don't know. I think shit. With how Henne performed this past weekend, I think he didn't sold his ticket to be back in Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Trubisky with the Jets next year or some shit like that.
Yeah, he got similar playing style to what's called though. They quarterback now if they keep him.
Who?
What's his name?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Right.
And it looks like they're trending towards keeping them because if you get rid of the coach, you usually don't get rid of the quarterback. It's usually either or.
Good point.
Yeah,
good point.
Well, compete whoever come in there, but
who did you pick, Jamal?
Kansas City.
Okay.
He said Kansas City.
So I went opposite both times. So I'm either gonna go 2-0 or 0-2. All right, fair enough. Man, I like to live dangerously.
Yeah, you could.
Nah. Go hard or go home.
That works.
See, that's what, God damn it. Believe in the science, LP. Jesus Christ, man.
No, Russell Wilson, man. Anyways, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We have a new king. His name is Joseph R. Biden Jr. Let's see how this shit's gonna fucking play out. Outside of that, I mean,
no, it's gonna be all right.
I made more money on the
It's a brighter day.
I made more money under Trump, so we got to figure it out. But nevertheless, we're going to figure this shit out day by day, week by week, minute by minute. Straight Meddlin Show. This your boy LP.
The other one's got it.
Jamal.
The cheese head at me.
Kiss your kids.